Hey everybody, it's September 23rd, 2024, and I'm at the Royal BC Museum. I'm about to go into the Canadian Modern Display. It is produced and circulated by Royal Ontario Museum, Toronto, Canada. And the patron is the Peter and Melanie Monk Charitable Foundation. Canadian modern design is a period from 1945 to 69. There are certain spots in here. There are these videos, and I'll press the button and let you see. Meanwhile, we just are going to go quiet and show you things. This rosewood acrylic cast aluminum T10 chassis Gerald Lab 80 turntable was created by Al Foss, born in Toronto, Ontario, 1931, passed away in 1978, stereo from 1966. Just talking about the chair there. Polypropylene left the factory in its natural state. Then they add pigment pellets to it. Color selection is difficult. There's lots of people out there with color forecasting services, and they'll tell you what color is going to be hot. 5 years from now or not, we don't really follow those. Follow our gut instincts about what and what we really like. They also add an ultraviolet stabilizer so the chair can be used outdoors. Some will carry it plastic. Rain doesn't affect the chair. Well, weather doesn't really affect the chair either. Plastic pellets. Molten plastic is then forced into a mold cavity. It's forced into the injection molding tool, and at the end of that cycle, the plastic chair is cooled and the part is formed. Injection molding allows the chair to have negative space, and that's what's cool about the O-chair. It's what you don't see. I love the negative space, the holes in the chair itself. Polypropylene has a really nice movement to it, so I started cutting holes out of it. To A, use less plastic. B, allow the chair to flex and the holes supported me. To stack chairs with the legs going through the holes in the back. It's loaded with function. It takes about a minute for the part to cool down, and it's taken out of the mold by a robotic arm and dropped into a conveyor headed to inspection. Chairs that don't pass muster go into a machine. It's like a wood chipper where they're ground into bits and reused. Because it's a single part and a single material. Whatever imperfect parts, find and grind them up into pellets again and remold them. They are placed in plastic and shipped on pallets to another location, where the steel powder coated legs are added. Still a bestseller for Umbra, the O-chair is an eye catcher, recognizable on patios everywhere. 10 years for the O-chair. It's a very iconic and successful chair. The electric kettle, invented in 1940. Chrome and nickel plated brass shell, steel base, bakelite handle. Invented by Fred Moffat, born in Toronto, Ontario, 1912, and lived to 2006. Kettle's dome shape originated from the headlight of a McLaughlin Buick. Fred Moffat standardized the two screws, which reduced production costs and used heat-insulating bakelite for the handle. Manufactured in Barrie, Ontario, the Kettle series sold in the millions and became the mid-century industry standard. There it is. The K42 electric kettle from 1940. By the mid-20th century, Canada's craft and design industry began to take shape. Consumerism was on the rise. Dining chair from 1946 and a chase from 1940. 1930s, a wall-mounted desk from 1997. The cord chair from 1952 and 1940s, Jacques Guillen immigrated to Canada to enlist as a military pilot, and after the war stayed in Canada to start his own design firm. His chair used lightweight, low-cost materials, surplus nylon parachute cord developed during the war, and laminated wood used for skis. Sold in department stores across North America, the cord chair earned several prizes. Guillen's firm is still active, known today as GSM. Jacques Guillen was born in France in 1922, passed away in 2020. Laminated birch, walnut, and cord chair. The pop movement, spurred by youth, countercultural fights for women and civil rights, and mass consumerism, the pop movements of the 1960s and 70s challenged modernist ideas of good design, fashion, homewares, took on bright colors, fun graphics, flower power imagery, and exaggerated shape inspired of the future and the space race. Designers used silver finishes and cosmic motifs. Craft embraced natural themes popularized by the hippie movement. 1967, Canada celebrated its 100th birthday. To mark the centennial, it hosts the World Expo, commonly known as Expo 67 in Montreal, Quebec. Its first international exposition to be held in Canada. Both events created employment opportunities across the country for designers and architects who advance Canada's national identity through design, such as the Habitat Chair by Gerry Adamson, born in Cambridge, Ontario in 1937. Molded plastic body with vinyl upholstery from 1967. Next we have a chair, the 2001 chair from 1970. Bronze plated, cold rollback bar, stock and tubing, acrylic upholstery by Karen Burlow, hand-woven wool. Designed by Bob Forrest, who was born in Matachewan, Ontario in 1943. Jewelry designs. I love it when there's something interactive. So let's just see here. We're going to play this song. It's going out to somebody special. Oh, you look good to me. How about My One and Only Love by the Oscar Peterson Trio. I am at the Royal BC Museum in the Modern Design exhibit.
Remarkably talented architects who have left their stamp on iconic buildings across Greater Victoria, including Peter Cotton. He died in 1978 at 68 years old. But his life story is safely preserved at the BC Archives.
Most people think that the BC Archives have dusty and old records, but files like the life of Peter Cotton illustrate that we have everything from Craigflower House to this modernist design reminiscence of Mad Men. Born in Merritt in March of 1910, Peter Cotton grew up in New Westminster and was stationed in Canada during the Second World War. He was commissioned to join the British Secret Service, and he was in the aerial photography department. He takes my pictures. love for design and architecture. After the war, Cotton enrolled at the University of British Columbia in Quebec. He began an architecture club there. Like-minded students got together and they decided that as the president at the time, if they could have a actual degree for architecture. So it was very significant to start architectural degree over in UBC. After graduation, Cotton focused on furniture. And he started designing for his friends and young married couples. Reasonably priced, the new, sleek, modern furniture company called Perpetua took off. They won awards in Italy, international awards as well.
To hear the whole story, go to the museum.